bar for what's better.
That's true.
When you're dealing with a demographics, we're not in their demographic.
That's
so it
true.
doesn't have to be for the better for us. We have families. We have mortgages. We have things we have to do with our money. But their demographics has that expendable income. They can go out and pay $16.99 for an album, or CD or download. So, yeah, it is for the better. Now they're making way more money, and they're keeping more of it. The music sells faster. Do we have to love it and bring it home and live? No, you don't. But be careful is all I'm saying.
And you know what? I kind of understand what you're saying. And the reason why I say that is because you got people who they like Curtis Blow. They like the breaks with Sugar Hill Gang. They like that. But then Wu-Tang came on the scene of Public Enemy. They're like, I don't know about that.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So with the music imitates life to me, like art imitates life. Music is art. So if that's the case, you really have to keep an open mind and understand where you fit in to the puzzle. Now, I tell people all the time, they'll bring me a record and say, well, is it a hit? Well, guess what, son? God is not dead. He didn't leave me in charge of a hit. If we all knew what hits were, we'd all be multimillionaires.
Okay, so that's my next question. You actually led right into my next question. All right, my next question was, there's so many artists out here. There's only a certain type of sound or a certain type of artist that's getting airplay or getting play right now. But there's so much other alternatives that can be found or can be played, but they're not per se in the mainstream. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yes, I do know, and I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. It seems that the mainstream artists, when I encounter them, I'm not saying this is 100% all the time, but most mainstream artists are very laid back, whereas the rapper is more aggressive. Does that make sense?
Break that down a little bit.
Mainstream artists are just kind of laid back, I'm good and I know it.
Okay.
I've been told I could sing since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
So they take the attitude that I guess somebody owes something.
Okay.
But the one who, it's like my mama used to say, things my dear said. The dog who barks the loudest gets fed, because why? We want you to shut up. Stop calling me. I'm going to answer your call. I'm going to help you so you can stop calling me. So it doesn't, to me, that's the difference. The other difference that I see, the independents that made it, like the Master P's, the Jay-Z's, the Ice Cube, they treated it like a business. Like Ken had the same opportunity, but he squandered it all because he couldn't get out of that gang-banging mentality. Everywhere we went, his mentality was still in the streets. But when I took Jay-Z somewhere, he was trying to do business.
Hey.
And the same thing with the urban artists. I can name some R&B artists that I've worked with that had one hit you never heard from again. It's all about your aggression and the passion. Passion shows through no matter what's going on. People can tell if you're passionate.
You got a long list of names like you work with. We ain't even dropped none of your clients now. I know one. I can remember Justin Timberlake at some point in time.
Yeah, I did a little bit, but not as big as some of the others. I don't think he was on my list when you of artists. I did like independent projects like Manny Fresh.
Okay.
I never was on staff with them, but I did the Manny Fresh clap.
Okay.
And I never forget that record. I had people asking me, wait, are you crazy? What is this? I said, okay, you hold that thought. I'm going to go make this record a hit around the world, and I'll bring it back to you. And that's the story of V103. Because Reggie wasn't going to play that record. He told me he didn't hear it. I said, I get that, sir. You don't hear everything. I don't hear everything. Some records people have got by me. I wouldn't take the project.
So people don't understand that some of this stuff they would have never heard on the radio had not have been your influence of bringing it here to Atlanta.
You're absolutely right about that, and I think I've been a little quiet about it. I don't think people really know. So we're going to try to change that. We're going to try to get the story out. The story really needs to be told.
Right. Now, what artist was that? Definitely the West Coast, you said, was big. There was no West Coast really being played here until your influence. That's one, right?
Right. And the other was Master P. It's a funny thing about how Master P came about. I was riding down I-20 one day, and I heard the song, The Ice Cream Man.
Right.
So I had a direct line, I still do, to Greg Street. I called Greg on his cell. I said, Greg, what is that you're playing? He said, man, that's this dude out of New Orleans called Master P.
Was Greg?
He said, Greg Street from V103.
But was he here then, or was he in Texas at that point?
Who, Greg?
Greg,
he
at that
was here.
time. He was here.
V103, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
he was here.
Okay.
So I'm riding down the street here listening. Yeah. He's on the air, and I call. He's the one played it. And I called and I said, I called and I said, what is that you're playing? He told me. And he said, woman, get off my phone. That guy is signed to Priority Records. I said, what? They've never played this for me. So I immediately hang up the phone. I called Priority Records. I said, we have someone on the roster named Master P. They said, yes. I said, man, I got to have that record, that Ice Cream Man. Let me work that one. And the rest is history.
Wow.
I heard that thing riding down the street and said it was a hit.
That's crazy.
And look at his career. And when he came to me as an independent, even with the distribution through Priority, he was a little confused and all over the place. And I'm going to explain that. He had 2 record labels going. He called one of them About It, and the other one was No Limit. And what I explained to him was that when you're trying to, and independents that are listening, the independent artists, when we talk about branding started years ago.
Okay.
When you are trying to get a mass of people focused on one thing, on one person, you need to give them one thing at a time, unless it's a mixtape. But all these different pseudo names, AKA PK, AKA Miss G, AKA no. You need to be one person. You need to have one company until you blow that up, and then you move on, and that becomes your umbrella that you can operate other entities of your business. I'm a true believer of trying to find that resource. And when I say resource, I'm talking about that dollar. You know, it's different streams of revenue that you can create once you get one thing popping. My one thing popping was coming, attractions, promotion. I used to do stages out at College Park. Ludacris gave me the biggest shout out on In the Basement with Tigger. He said a lady named Miss Garrett at A to Z Records told me don't give up on my dream because he never won one of those contests. And I explained to him, son, you're not from Atlanta. The people who are winning win by applause. They pack in this arena, they pack in the stadium or the auditorium with their family and friends. Of course, they go out yelling, out clap everybody you know, because you don't know but 4 or 5 people.
Right.
So don't give up on your dream. And look at him now. But he treated it like a business.
Whew. You know what? I just thought about another client of yours. Shout out to 334 Bama Boy who just joined the chat room. I thought about another client of yours who is now a huge spokesperson for the generation on the political side, and that was Killer Mike, who you said at one point in time told you need to change his name to Mike Bigger. Remember that?
Exactly. That, you see what I'm saying? I had that same conversation with him. He was a part of Purple Ribbon. Yep. Purple Ribbon came to me through Virgin Records. I was on staff with Virgin. And he, Jermaine Dupri and Big Boy had a deal kind of similar to what Master P had with Priority. So their company was distributed by the major.
Okay.
And I had that conversation. Mike did a CD called I Pledge Allegiance. Two of my producers basically produced that album.
Okay.
Smith and Wesson. Now they're doctors and lawyers. Their parents didn't want them to do music. So they went on to college and one became a doctor, the other one a lawyer. So that's how life, has its turns.
Wow. Yeah, man. So elaborate more on what you were saying about that name. So you actually said that it was limiting him at that time.
Oh yeah. The name and stop naming yourself Doodlebug. You understand? Look for something that's more corporate, that's more accepting once you get that bank account, because you're gonna have to do business. And who wants to be referred to? Hey, Mr. Smith, owner of Doodlebug Records. Come on, man. Put some thought in it. God said, God's your name, and there's everything in the name. So the name needs to have some type of meaning.
Right.
But you got to brand one thing at a time. It took me 30 years to be able to get to this point, this time, to be able to do this conference. It's about preparation and determination. You got to be prepared when the opportunity presents itself.
Right. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we're going to talk about this conference. Because we got to get this conference in here. That's what we're here. People don't know the power that's coming here next week in Atlanta. They don't understand. So when we come back, we're going to talk about it.
All they want to do is hold the mic. They don't know about knowledge. I'm trying to tell them. I've been on these soapboxes for a few years now, a couple of decades. It's been 20 years.
They don't know, but they'll know soon. All right.
We're going to try to show them.
All right, when we get back.
All right, let's pause for a break.
Next time you're in the need of video production or editing, give my guys Masterminds Production a call. They're based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they specialize in short films, concerts, music videos, sporting events, promotional videos, commercials, weddings, fashion and photography, all at affordable rates to accommodate your budgets. You can reach them online at www.mastermindtv.net or give them a call, 678-420-8494. Mastermind Production.
Coming straight from the A.
Kick it with your boy KC at www.kc.com. This show covers some of the realest issues trending today. He'll keep you locked in from the first listen. You can find him online on his mobile app or at kysii.com, xsquadaffiliates.com, iTunes, Google Play, and especially on the SME Network on Tuesdays at noon. You don't want to miss it.
You've reached Kicking It with KC show.
Hey, Vince Wright here. Sports Done Right is my show. Make sure you're listening on Wednesdays on SME. The Sports Gov, Sports Done Right, SME. Three things that go great together.
This is Mandelion, X-Squad affiliate. Be sure to tune in to Mandelion and the #1 chief rocker Jersey Vern, Eat, Sleep, Grind, and Repeat show. Cause that's what we do. Every Saturday on Spreaker.com.
We don't take orders from super fools. We give them. Just don't give it to you.
Any and all resistance will crumble. Nonsense. There's never been a threat
Squad
couldn't handle. It is the purpose of the
Squad
to align our infamous forces against the powers of good and defeat them, leaving us the rulers of the world.